I'm joined today by Travis, our pastor of families here at First Family Church. A couple of really zinger questions came in over the weekend. We've been talking about forgiveness. Here's one. It looks like it came in from one of our students. How can God ask us to forgive everything and everybody? But the student asked, it seems that God only forgives those who believe.
Yeah.
So, can you comment on that?
Yeah, it's a great question. A lot of nuances and information that we have to wrestle through when we discuss this. And I'd want to make clear that when we discuss this, I think we're talking about two different things. Justification, or how we are saved, is by faith in Christ and His work on the cross. Now I think we're talking about a principle of forgiveness and how God asks us, those who have been forgiven or justified, how we relate with other individuals. And so let's remember that as justified people, as forgiven people, we are to have a heart of forgiveness towards others, to everyone, our enemies and fellow Christians. But that doesn't mean that's how justification necessarily works. Does that make sense?
So you see him asking a question about how God justifies us.
Right.
But in our world, we're asking about how we just relate to people.
Relate to other human beings.
You see that as different, perhaps.
I do, yeah.
But it's a really good question in the sense that it could look like God's asking us to do something with everyone that perhaps at first glance maybe He doesn't do to everyone. But I might take exception to that and say that God actually does forgive everyone who believes. And everyone who is called will believe.
Absolutely.
Correct?
You got it.
So you wonder, is the cross sufficient for everyone? And we would say yes.
Yes.
It's effective in those that are called.
That's right.
Correct?
Yep.
And so there's some really deep theology that may go into this that maybe would take more time to answer. But I would actually say God does forgive everyone who believes, and everyone who is called will believe.
That's right.
But I like your answer too. These are probably two different, perhaps, things going on
Heavy
here.
question. Great question.
Yeah.